I've been working on my indie strategy game for the past 6 months, but things started to look different only in the last 50 days. Hi, my name is Davide and I'm a solo indie developer working on a turn-based strategy game called Virtualord, the Virtual Conqueror. In this video, I'm going to show you the progress that led to the release of version 0.6.0 or the latest alpha build of this game. For this release, I decided it was time to refresh the look and feel of Virtualord, and the best way to do that was remaking the UI. This is what the UI used to look like in all previous alpha builds. It was bland and boring, especially for a video game. Let me show you what the same dialogue looks like now. As you can see, it looks different, but the style is similar. That's because I wanted to improve what I already had, instead of creating something from scratch. Now let me explain the changes in more detail. First of all, the title bar is no longer merged into the body, but it's a well-defined object, which gives more structure to the whole dialogue. The close button looks completely different from anything else, which makes it easier to spot it and to realize what it is and what it does. The header's background has a higher contrast to help visualize the blocks. And finally, the action buttons use different colors to stand out from the rest of the content. Okay, I'm going to show you another before and after now. This is the old faction selection screen. It shows you the 3 factions you can play, it tells you a bit about them, and it shows you their main attributes, so you can choose the one that better reflects your style of playing. It was okay, but I knew I could do better, and I had to adapt it to the new UI style anyway, so I decided to redesign it. This is the new screen. It features the new UI style, a new layout, and also redesigned the logos of the 3 factions. You might have noticed that the 3 select buttons are gone, and they are now replaced by a single one that gets enabled after you click any of the 3 logos. So, what do you think? Is the new UI better than the old one? Let me know in the comments down below. One of the structures you can build in your base is the research center. When you select it, you can open a dialog to control the production of research points, a new resource you can use in-game. Basically, the more resources you spend each turn, the more points you produce. Easy like that. You can open a second dialog, which is the tech tree. There, you will find upgrades to unlock new structures, new units, and many other improvements. I only implemented a few upgrades related to the structures for now, but I will add more in the upcoming months, especially for the demo release. Talking about that, if Virtualord is a game you would like to play, I would recommend you to go on its Steam page and to add it to your wishlist and maybe to follow it, so you're not going to miss the demo that will come out soon. You can find a link to it in the description down below. Okay, let's go back to the new features now. Before this release, the rendering engine of Virtualord was affected by a pretty annoying bug. It was working fine most of the time, but on a few occasions it was rendering things that are in the back on top of things that are in the front. That was causing visual bugs like these ones. I'm happy to say that I fixed it, and I also spent some time optimizing things. Before this new version, every time an object was moved, added or removed from the map, the list of all objects to render was cleared and recreated. That was not ideal, I know, but it was quick and it was working, so I didn't touch anything for a long time. Now, when an object is moved, added or removed, the only thing that changes is the position of that object in the rendering list, which is much better, right? Now Virtualord speaks 5 languages, as you can see from the drop-down menu of the settings dialog. The new ones are French and German. I wasn't planning to add them in this release, but when a new user on my Discord server offered to help with the French and German translations, I realized it would have been crazy to wait longer for it. I'm going to add more translations at every new release, so if you want to suggest which one to add first, make sure to leave a comment to let me know what languages you would like to see added to Virtualord. By the way, this last new feature was made possible by a user of my Discord server, where I share frequent updates and people can give feedback and suggest ideas that I actually implement into the game when I can. If you want to join us and you want to help me to make Virtualord a game you will love to play, you can click the invitation link down in the description below. Okay, let's go back to the new features now. Mission goals are an important part of Virtualord, as they define the victory and defeat conditions of every mission you play. For this new release I implemented 12 new types, which brings the current total to over 30, and I'm also planning to add more in the future. There are goals focused on collecting or mining resources, others on controlling some amount of the map, and others on creating units or building structures. I also implemented hidden mission goals, which are goals you can fully see until you complete them. In this version you can find a new loot box, which does exactly what the old one does. You collect it with your unit and it gives you some kind of reward. So what's new? Well, first thing, it's blue and not yellow. Secondly, it gives you better rewards, which means more resources. Also, it can explode. Yeah, there's a small chance it will explode, damaging your unit and everything else around it. So it's up to you to decide if it's worth risking it or not. If you made it this far, you might want to know more about Virtualord. In that case, I would suggest you to check out the playlist containing all the devlog videos I published so far. You might want to watch a few to see how my game is evolving month after month. That's all for now. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in next video update.